All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 3264, State of Texas versus Matthew Salazar. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Cornelius County.
And are you Mr. Salazar?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with assault of a pregnant person? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court doesn't have to follow it. If for any reason the court does not follow it and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. State recommends community supervision. Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 10 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours community service restitution, no contact with Amanda Bondoc, BONDOC, and the BIPP course. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, ma'am.
State any evidence?
Yes, Judge, we offer what's required to state.
No objection.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor, on the no contact with the plaintiff, the Salazar would hope that the court would consider no harmful or injurious contact, and because they have children together.
State, have you had contact with the complainant?
We have,
So is she aware of this plea?
she's aware of the terms of the plea, the term being the 10 years probation. But again, specifically, I'm not sure if they've discussed the no harmful or injurious contact.
Okay. Is there anything you wish to say, Mrs. Salazar?
No, man, I just said we have kids together. And
All right. Kids are billy goats, baby goats. Those
Yes,
are
ma'am.
kids.
Yes,
You have
ma'am.
children.
I'm just trying to finish my college. So
So here's my question. Are you employed?
yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
I'm working at mobile home installers right now, but I might go back to doing electrical work.
All right, I'm going to tell you, here's my issue with the no contact versus no harm for injurious contact. What I have before me is, from reading everything, you assaulted her while she was pregnant. So for me, that should be no contact. Now, if maybe once you've completed or started the BIP course and I speak to her, then maybe I'll reconsider. But for now, the answer is no. And when I read the police report, there appears to be some altercation and then you went off with the child and then came back with the child. And that's a lot of confusion, chaos, and violence to be happening in front of young children. And how old was this child?
She was about 6 months.
So the oldest child was 6 months. So the child who was around when this happened was 6 months old. Is that what you're telling me?
Oh no, she said she was pregnant, but she had already had her.
No. So she's saying she was pregnant. You're charged with assault on a pregnant person. You're saying that there are 2 children or
No,
just
no,
one?
no.
Just only one. All right. Well, here's the thing. We're going to start out with no contact. You know, when people come before me and they want to have contact because they have children, it's like the time to think about that is before we get to this point. So show me something. Take some anger management classes, get your life in order, get your household in order. Then the court would consider, you know, you being allowed to contact. Do you have family support?
Yes, ma'am.
Who do you have in your life supporting you?
My grandma, grandpa, my dad.
All right. And does she have family supporting her?
She's all she had was me.
Well, no, I mean, people have more than just you. Does she have a mom, a dad, an aunt, a brother, a cousin, a sister?
No, her father committed suicide in front of her. So.
All right. So then this is what's going to end up happening. If there's, for you to see the child or something like that, you all have to make arrangements
Mm.
through a third party. You can't contact her.
Mm.
If I find out you have contact with her, you're going to be looking at 10 years in the prison. You understand? If she comes over to your house, and as Mr. Cox showed the court before of her climbing through your window, you had better call the police and say, hey, I'm on probation. I'm under a no contact order, and this complainant is coming through my house through the window.
Yes, ma'am.
So the court is going to, as previously stated, find you guilty, sentence you to 10 years in prison, suspended and probated for 10 years. There's a $1,500 fine that'll be probated. The BIPP course, 200 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination with booster. Court is not requiring it, but if you do, then 40 of those hours will be waived. I'm going to ask for parenting classes with Triple T. If you,
I think it's completed.
all right, well, we'll see.
I just recently completed it now.
So he
From
showed
who?
proof.
Shows, when did you complete
Got a
this?
certificate, like,
When?
maybe a month and a half ago while I was doing my college, I did it for CPS.
All right, so Child Protective Services is involved in this as well. Okay. Is Child Protective Services still involved?
We had court the other day. I think that's to be the end of it.
All right, CPS compliance, if applicable, just provide the parenting classes certificate to probation. So probation, if he has parenting classes certificate where he successfully completed it from CPS, then the court will accept that. We're going to do CPS compliance if applicable. There's to be no contact with Amanda Bondoc until further notice. The BIPP course, and Mr. Cox, you can check and see if they did the BIPP course as a part of CPS. I'm not sure. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. I'm going to want random field visits 2 times per month. And you can do those for 6 months to see how they are. And then if they're fine, you can slowly start tapering downward with the field visits. And the field visits, if you want to, can count as his appointment. Are there any drug issues with you?
No. I have heart problems.
I'm sorry, what?
I have heart problems and conditions. I don't.
Oh, okay. All right. We're not represented someone before who had heart problems, but I was still representing him for possession. All right. So,
Maybe allegedly.
yeah. Oh, no, I went to, well, I mean, there was a representation, but I did allegedly.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah. So, yeah. So it's to be regular UAs. Proof of employment. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else that you need from me in order to be successful?
Not at the moment, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. So what are these names on your tattoos about?
My son, Matthew II, my daughter, Annabelle, well, my wife, which is, Amanda. And then I just have blessed right here. I just have my kids' names, and then I have my other daughter's name right here, Zoe.
So how many children do you have?
Oh, I have 4.
What are their ages?
Well, I got a 14-year-old, which I haven't seen in a while, and then I got a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old, and then I got a 2-year-old.
All right, so here's the thing. You have a felony conviction. It's not the end of the world because for you, because one, you're not going to prison, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to have to start making better choices or you may end up in prison.
Yes, ma'am.
Hopefully you want to be the type of father that your children look up to you.
Yes, I want to be there for my kids. Like I don't want them to grow up the way I did. without a father.
That means you're gonna have to change your ways. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm giving you a chance on probation. The key to being successful in probation in this court is being open, honest, and communicating.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate it.
All right, you're welcome. Court is calling 2022 CR 3264, State of Texas versus Matthew Salazar. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state
State.
defense?
Reporter.
Are you Mr. Salazar?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled motion to revoke community supervision and First Amendment motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorneys? With your attorney, did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Matthew Salazar who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 3264 for the offense of assault of a pregnant person on December 8, 2022 for a term of 10 years? Is that you? You need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, we're proceeding on the first violation under violation number 2. We're waiving and abandoning all others.
All right, so which violation?
The first paragraph. Violating condition number 2. On or about 13th day of February 2023 in Bear County, Texas. the defendant-
Everyone, you all need to whisper. We're on the record.
The defendant, Matthew Salazar, did then and there illegally use a controlled substance, namely methamphetamine, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Sure, ma'am.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000, and up to a $1,500 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is judge.
And what are you all requesting?
Your Honor, we're requesting that that he have to participate in a TAP evaluation. It's my understanding one hasn't been done up to this point. That he be referred for intensive outpatient treatment. That he have to call into the UA hotline, and then that a felony drug court referral be issued. And then we're hoping, obviously, it's been a little bit since this previous violation. We're hoping if he's given an opportunity out in the community, that if he can make these appointments and show that he's willing to participate forward, move forward in his probation and actually start taking accountability, that'll get him on the right track. We'd also ask that if any of these appointments moving forward don't happen, that indicates that he's not moving forward with his probation, that we'd issue an APR at a later date.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Matthew Salazar.
All right, so what's going on in your life? Why have you been using?
Well, to be honest, back at that point, back then, I just depressed. I lost everything. I lost my family.
Okay, you're gonna have to,
I lost everything. I was just depressed. You know what I mean? Somehow, somewhere along the line, I messed up, and I know consequences for my actions. And right now, I'm at a better point in my life. I have some kind of structure behind me. I have something to look. I have.
open your mouth.
I have a better point in my life right now, and I have some sort of structure behind me now to help me out, and it's something to look forward to. And
What's your structure that you have behind you now?
well, now I have my dad. He's back from. He was overseas. He's back now, and
Okay, so here's the thing. I know maybe you're nervous, but you're gonna have to open your mouth
Yes,
to
ma'am.
speak and stop mumbling,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
when you do that, guess what? I can't hear, court reporter
Yes,
can't
ma'am.
hear.
Oh no, my dad came back from overseas, so now he's here to help me out. Get me on the right track. And I've been doing good. I got a job. I'm working.
What do you do?
I'm an electrician, and I work at a corner store at night.
All right, so when's the last time you used?
Not.
I mean, here's the thing.
Oh no.
You started your sentence with, to be honest,
Yeah. No.
and your
I was gonna
attorney
say-
will tell you, usually when people say, well, to be honest, what's about to
I was-
follow is not honesty.
I was gonna tell you, Matt. I probably used it that 1 or 2 times, but I came out dirty. But I was smoked weed like before I got arrested.
Okay,
Around Peter.
all right. and probation?
Yes, Judge, I didn't hear his last answer.
Oh, he said he smoked weed.
Okay. Judge, in addition to everything that the state has mentioned, I would add sober support meetings.
Okay. All right, any questions from either council?
Not from the defense judge.
All right, this is what the court is gonna order. The court is gonna order a TAP evaluation. That can be done out of custody. If you miss that TAP evaluation appointment, and there's not a good reason for it, by good reason, I mean, hey, I'm in the hospital, a warrant's gonna be issued for your arrest. You understand? You're gonna call into the UA hotline. Here's the thing about the UA hotline. When you call it, they may say, hey, you need to come in and do a test, right? And maybe you're at a job site and the job won't let you leave. So you're like, I'm just not gonna go do the UA hotline. Nope, what you need to do is you need to pick up the phone, call your probation officer and say, I'm at a job. This is when my lunch break will be today. Can I come in over my lunch break? You understand? There is going to be referral to felony drug court. And there's going to be 90 sober meetings in 90 days. And follow all TAP recommendations. Unless they're asking for inpatient treatment. We'll start with outpatient treatment if they're asking for inpatient treatment. With the referral to felony drug court, do not miss that appointment. If he's accepted into felony drug court, then of course we won't need to follow the TAP recs. But under no circumstances is that UA to be performed after 24-hour time period. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, anything else, probation?
No, Judge.
Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am, I think I really need just help and support so I can get back on track.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Everything that you do, you know, you're looking at 10 years in prison potentially. So you're being given the tools, so perhaps you won't use. Everyone, when we're on the record, don't approach. People don't read that sign. All right, so you've been given the tools. If there's an issue and you see that you're going to use in this court, you know what you should do? Pick up the phone and call probation. Pick up the phone, call your sponsor. You should get a sponsor. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And if you feel like probation is not addressing your issue, you can always come back to the court. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
But above all things, don't just throw up your hands and say, whenever they pick me up, they pick me up, because then things start piling up. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you. State versus Matthew Salazar. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Ashley Jones, for the state.
Rob
Okay.
Reporter for Mr. Salazar.
And are you Mr. Salazar? Are you the same Matthew Salazar who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 3264 for the offense of assault of a pregnant person on December 8, 2022 for a term of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State?
Yes, Your Honor. State is moving forward on violation of condition number 14G on or about the 14th day of May 2024 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Matthew Salazar, did then and there fail to apply for, provide documentation of attendance, and comply with all rules, regulations, instructions, and financial agreements as directed by the court and or supervision officer and or the head of or authorized personnel of the following program, battering, intervention, and prevention program in violation of condition number 14G.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Yes, ma'am. True. Yes, ma'am.
All right, state?
Violation of condition number 39 on or about the 19th day of April 2024 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Matthew Salazar, did then and there fail to submit to an evaluation for placement into the drug court in violation of condition number 39.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. Yes, ma'am.
Violation of condition number 42 on or about the 7th day of August 2024 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Matthew Salazar, did then and there fail to submit to a substance abuse evaluation with the Bear County CSCD's Treatment Alternative to Incarceration Program, TAP, in violation of condition number 42.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
The state will waive our
No.
violations.
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of conditions 14G, 39, and 42, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to 14G, 39, and 42? Court will find 14G, 39, and 42 true. Defense, what are you requesting?
Two things, Judge, if I may address a couple of things. We're going to respectfully request that you continue him, a couple of things about the batterer intervention program. And he actually was signed up for that back in April. Went to a couple of classes. He was having trouble communicating with his probation department. I showed emails to the state of Texas about that we weren't, I wasn't lying about just probation department just stopped communicating with him after a certain date. So he freaked out and said, I'm not gonna do it. He was arrested, and before this court, I was appointed 2 weeks ago. He made bond. Since then, he got out. He has signed up for the battery intervention program, and he's set for his first class on Thursday.
So why hasn't he followed the court's instruction with regards to felony drug court?
Well, I'm gonna get to that. I'll
Okay.
go one at a time.
All right, I like the one at a time.
The drug court. The drug court also, Judge, he was notified, and this is through a series of emails from the state of Texas that we've shared all this stuff together already.
Sure.
And so we're trying to give it in a nutshell. On 4/22/24, he did not qualify for drug court. Now, since that time, they still asked him to come to the court, I guess, to tell him you don't qualify, what have you. On 4/25, he had called up his probation officer and told them, listen, I've been in the hospital. And they said, well, unless you show us some kind of proof that you're in the hospital, we don't care. As of today, I don't have it printed out, but I did see it, Judge, and there's an office court on the tab. He was in Methodist Hospital from 4/27 to 4/29, which lacks it was the 25th is the day we're talking about, so that's 2 days. However, on speaking with him and his wife, he was sick on the 25th. They had gone to Mission Trails first, which the
All right, so
hospital had
let's-
transferred. So anyway, so the drug court, he
What
didn't
about the
qualify.
19th, April 19th? Because on April 19th, it says that he failed to submit for an evaluation for placement in drug court.
From my understanding, but it even goes back further than that, Judge. I think that the train of emails go back further than that, about the dates of what was happening and dates being moved.
All right, I need to
So-
see that, because otherwise I'm thinking he would need to go to prison, but I want to see the email in regards to April 19th.
Well, there's gonna be a trail of emails,
Yes.
because they start like all the way back in April.
It's the case codes for the drug court supervision officer.
Right, so if I could see those.
And then the TAP judge, other than the TAP, again, we're taking full responsibility to TAP because we don't want to do that. But at the end of the day, when it came to the TAP and talking to the probation officer, he was told that they were really backed up and he'd be notified later on, and he was never notified.
Let me ask you this, and if your client is drug tested today, is he still going to be positive for marijuana?
He should be clean, Judge, and that was gonna be my second option, Judge. I know there's been a history of the marijuana.
Mhm.
We go back and look at it too, and in fact, when he was back in front of this court, he had just got in or just got out of jail, so he had this, but he's been clean for a month. And that reminds me of something else. He's been going to AA meetings since April of 2024. And I did get a letter from his AA sponsor who says he does AA every Friday. He's been doing it every Friday for the past, since April of 2024.
All right, here's my question. Has he done a TAP evaluation? Because in the motion to revoke, it says no TAP done.
I don't think a TAP has ever been done.
All right, is there anything else?
Not from the state.
Just, again, a couple of last things, that goes to the allegations, Judge. He does work full-time. He works for Lone Star Mobile Home Installers. He transports mobile homes. He's a father of 2. Actually a father of 3, but he takes care of 2 full-time. And so we're respectfully requesting either to continue and let him work these issues, and if can't do that, then probation's recommendation.
All right, so here's the thing. You're getting drug tested today. What are the results gonna be? And now's the time to tell me if it's gonna be positive. Now's the time to tell me.
I was in jail for the last about a month and I've been out clean. I didn't mess with anything when I got out of jail, man. I didn't do anything, smoke cigarettes. And last night I took NyQuil, that's about it, because I've been feeling sick.
See, so here's the thing. We're doing NyQuil, and the last time there was an issue with alcohol.
But I explained to him I'm sick. I did take it because I was sick last night.
Well, here's the thing. You're not supposed to be taking alcohol at all. Those are not my rules. That's the legislature's
Oh,
rules.
I didn't
You
realize.
can't drink alcohol at the house when you're on probation. Can't do marijuana in your house. Just not allowed.
With Dayquil and NyQuil, like for cough and congestion.
No, so you're not hearing me.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me ask you this. Do you read the label on that? Is there alcohol in that? Yes, there is. Dayquil, is there alcohol? Yes, there is. NyQuil, is there alcohol? Yes, there is. You're not allowed to take anything with alcohol in it.
Sorry, I was not aware of that. I'm sorry. I was just really sick.
You should have been aware
I thought
because
I
you
had
tested
COVID.
positive for alcohol before.
I thought I had COVID. It felt good, bro.
Well, NyQuil is not gonna help you with your COVID. I mean, I could be, I'm not a medical doctor.
Yes, ma'am.
I play one on TV, but
Yes, ma'am, but I have not changed any drugs or anything.
okay. All right. Anything else from either side?
Not from state.
Approve that.
Probation. So you all don't have a TAP evaluation on him. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
All right. Can we get an expedited TAP on him? All right, let's do this. Just have a seat in the box. They're gonna tell me about this expedited TAP.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, we're back on the record in 2022 CR 3264. So on paper, it appears that you should be revoked, right? And sent to prison. But based upon the information that the court has received from the state and from the defense, there appears to be a breakdown in communication. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna deny the motion, but what I'm gonna tell you, if there is a problem with communicating with probation, you need to let the court know. You understand?
Just, I was notified to come to you if I have any problems. So I just come right in here.
All right, but you didn't do that.
Yes, now I
So
know. Yes,
I tell everybody that. Do I not tell everybody that?
if I get scared, I'm coming to you.
All right, so the court is finding 14G, 39, and 42 true. The court is going to deny the motion, alter and amend conditions. And that's going to include a TAP in custody and probation.
Yes, ma'am.
You're telling me that the TAP in custody will take a week, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so once the TAP is completed, and I know you said the actual report will take another week, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
He's to be released once he's completed the TAP evaluation and probation. If you'll let the clerk know when he's completed the TAP,
Yes, ma'am.
he'll be released from custody. And then I should have that report hopefully by April 3rd, and you're to come back to court on April 3rd. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, is there anything else?
Ma'am.
State.
All right, thank you.